I never imagined that a simple haircut could change the way I felt inside so deeply. My long hair had been with me for many years, falling all the way down to my waist. It had become a part of who I was, so much so that people often recognized me by my long, flowing hair. But one day, as I stood in front of the mirror, a quiet thought surfaced in my heart. It was time for a change. Not because my hair was damaged, not because someone told me to cut it, but because I wanted to become a new version of myself. I wanted a fresh start, something lighter, freer, and different from the image I'd carried for so long. So I booked an appointment at the salon I had visited since my school days. The familiar smell of shampoo, hair treatments, and warm air from the blow dryer made me feel like I was stepping into a second home. When I sat down in the same old chair, the hairstylist, someone who had known me for years, came over with a warm smile. "Are you sure you want to go short today?" she asked gently, almost worried. I let out a small laugh. "Yes, go ahead. I really want a new look." It was as if she wanted me to think again, just one more time. But when she saw the certainty in my eyes, she nodded and reached for her comb. She lifted my hair carefully, holding it as delicately as silk. In that moment, I realized how much she loved her work. Then she began sectioning my hair. The first section was tied securely at the back, the second on the left, the third on the right, and the final one in the middle. In total, 4 neat sections, perfectly aligned. Seeing my hair divided like that made my heart flutter. It felt as if pieces of my life were being gently separated, as if she was preparing to collect my memories into the last section she would cut away. The stylist said softly, "Your hair is so long. It's a little sad to cut it, but I understand. Sometimes we all need a change." I smiled back, because the truth was, I felt a little sad too. I would miss tying my hair into a long ponytail. I would miss the way the wind played with the ends. But that's the thing about change. It always comes with a small price of letting go. The stylist picked up her sharp scissors. The sound of the blades opening and closing, shk, shk, made my heart beat faster. I closed my eyes and took a deep breath. "It's okay. I really do want this." She began with the right section. She held the hair straight, steady, and firm. The scissors brushed against the strands. Then, snip! I felt the weight drop instantly. It was like releasing years' worth of stories into the air. The first section was cut, then the second, the third, and finally the fourth. She worked patiently, treating every cut with care. She placed each section gently on the table, the way one would place something precious, something filled with memories. When all 4 pieces were laid out in a row, I stared at them quietly. It felt like I was looking at a chapter of my life that had been softly, lovingly separated from me. A strange mix of emotions washed over me. Relief, excitement, sadness, joy. But above all, I felt free. The stylist began trimming and shaping my new hairstyle. My hair was much shorter now, but it looked lively, fresh. My head felt lighter than it had in years, almost airy. And somehow, it made my face look clearer, sharper, like I was seeing a new version of myself for the first time. I looked into the mirror. A smile appeared before I even realized it. "Wow, this hairstyle is actually pretty cute." The stylist observed me and nodded with pride. "This really suits you. You look more mature, brighter, like a new you." I felt so grateful. Grateful she understood. Grateful she made such an important moment feel simple. And grateful to myself for being brave enough to start over. Before leaving, I picked up the 4 cut sections of my hair. They didn't feel as heavy as I expected, but inside them were years of memories. Every laugh, every tear, every small moment I had lived through. And that day, I chose to move forward without holding on too tightly. Because sometimes, a new haircut is like a new life. A gentle push toward the person we want to become. I stepped out of the salon with my new hair, a new heart, and a new feeling. The breeze brushed against the back of my neck, cool and refreshing. It felt strange at first, but in the best possible way. Yes, I whispered to myself. I'm ready for this new beginning.